Answer B. Studying the structure of the human body through dissection and other techniques. Answer C. Investigating the body by focusing on systems, groups of organs that work together for a specific function. 3. Physiology can be classified based on which of the following factors? A. The type of organism being studied. B. The level of organization within the body. C. The specific functions of the systems. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. Answer D. Exploring the functions of living organisms and their components. 5. Which of the following is a key principle of standardized terminology? A. Avoiding words with multiple meanings. B. Steering clear of words that are opposite. C. Excluding terms based on a person's name. D. Avoiding words with similar meanings. Answer C. Excluding terms based on a person's name. 6. What does metabolism refer to? A. The chemical foundation of living organisms. B. The total of all physical and chemical reactions taking place in the body. C. A group of similar cells that work together to carry out a specific function. D. A specific branch of physiology. Answer B. The total of all physical and chemical reactions taking place in the body. Answer D. Chemical, organelle, cellular, tissue, organ, system, organism. 8. Which of the following represents the smallest living units of structure and function in the body? A. Molecules. B. Cells. C. Organelles. D. Atoms. Answer B. Cells. 9. What is an organization of many similar cells, specialized to carry out a specific function, called? A. Tissue. B. Organism. C. System. D. Organ. Answer A. Tissue. 10. An organ is one level of organization below which of the following? A. System. B. Cell. C. Organelle. D. Tissue. Answer A. System. 11. Which of the following is not a part of the reproductive system? A. Testes. B. Ovaries. C. Ureter. D. Penis. Answer C. Ureter. 12. Where are the lungs located? A. Thoracic cavity. B. Mediastinum. C. Abdominal cavity. D. Cranial cavity. Answer A. Thoracic cavity. 13. Which of the following is not contained in the mediastinum? A. Trachea. B. Vena cava. C. Right lung. D. Esophagus. Answer C. Right lung. 14. Where is the gallbladder located? A. Abdominal cavity. B. Pelvic cavity. C. Dorsal cavity. D. Mediastinum. Answer A. Abdominal cavity. 15. How many abdominal regions are there? A. 3 bits. 5C. 7D. 9. Answer D. 9. 16. In which abdominal region is the urinary bladder located? A. Hypogastric. B. Epigastric. C. Right lumbar. D. Left iliac. Answer A. Hypogastric. 17. In which abdominal region should a surgeon look for the gallbladder during removal? A. Right lumbar. B. Right hypochondriac. C. Hypogastric. D. Umbilical. Answer B. Right hypochondriac. 18. In which abdominal region is the appendix located? A. Hypogastric. B. Right iliac. C. Right lumbar. D. Right hypochondriac. Answer B. Right iliac. 19. What does the term popliteal refer to? A. Calf. B. Ankle. C. Cheek. D. Area behind the knee. Answer D. Area behind the knee. 20. Which plane divides the body into right and left halves? A. Sagittal. B. Frontal. C. Coronal. D. Transverse. Answer A. Sagittal. 21. What structure serves as the midpoint for the abdominal quadrants? A. Umbilicus. B. Pubic bone. C. Xiphoid process. D. Iliac crest. Answer A. Umbilicus. 22. The fact that humans have similar right and left sides of the body is an example of A. Anatomical position. B. Anterior symmetry. C. Ipsilateral position. D. Bilateral symmetry. Answer D. Bilateral symmetry. 23. Which of the following are the two major cavities of the human body? A. Ventral/dorsal. B. Inferior/superior. C. Visceral/parietal. D. Axial/appendicular. Answer A. Ventral/dorsal. 24. Which of the following is not found in the dorsal cavity? A. Brain. B. Spinal column. C. Spinal cord. D. Thyroid gland. Answer D. Thyroid gland. 25. Which plane divides the body into front and back portions? A. Sagittal. B. Median. C. Coronal. D. Transverse. Answer C. Coronal. 26. Which plane divides the body into upper and lower parts? A. Sagittal. B. Frontal. C. Transverse. D. Superficial. Answer C. Transverse. 27. Which somatotype is characterized by muscular physique? A. Endomorph. B. Mesomorph. C. Ectomorph. D. None of the above. Answer B. Mesomorph. 28. Which somatotype is characterized by a thin, fragile physique? A. Ectomorph. B. Mesomorph. C. Endomorph. Answer: A. Ectomorph. 29. Which of the following is not found in the abdominopelvic cavity? A. Kidneys. B. Gallbladder. C. Right lung. D. Urinary bladder. Answer: C. Right lung. 30. Which of the following is not considered one of the characteristics of life? A. Digestion. B. Balance. C. Conductivity. D. Circulation. E. Reproduction. Answer: B. Balance. 31. What is an idea that is supported by repeated experiments and observations called? A. Fact. B. Theory. C. Concept. D. Hypothesis. Answer: B. Theory. 32. Molecules are A. Atoms combine to form larger chemical aggregates. B. Electrons orbiting nuclei. C. A complex of electrons arranged in concentric shells. D. Composed of cellular organelles. Answer: A. Atoms combine to form larger chemical aggregates. 33. Mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and endoplasmic reticulum are examples of A. Molecules. B. Cytoplasm. C. Organelles. D. Plasma membranes. Answer: C. Organelles. 34. When many similar cells specialize to carry out a specific function, it is called A. Tissue. B. Organelle. C. Organ system complex. D. Organism. Answer: A. Tissue. 35. When several types of tissues work together, they are called A. Plasma membrane. B. Organ. C. Organism. D. Organ system. Answer: B. Organ. 36. Which system is responsible for blood production? A. Reproductive. B. Respiratory. C. Skeletal. D. Lymphatic. Answer: C. Skeletal. 37. What does the dorsal cavity contain? A. Brain and spinal cord. B. Heart and lungs. C. Reproductive organs. D. Digestive organs. Answer: A. Brain and spinal cord. 38. Which of the following does the ventral cavity contain? A. Thoracic and abdominopelvic cavities. B. Heart and lungs only. C. Digestive and reproductive organs. D. Brain and spinal cord. Answer: A. Thoracic and abdominopelvic cavities. 39. The axial portion of the body includes the A. Arms, neck, and legs. B. Neck, torso, and arms. C. Torso, arms, legs, and head. D. Head, neck, and torso. Answer: D. Head, neck, and torso. 40. Which of the following is not found in the abdominopelvic cavity? A. Stomach. B. Pancreas. C. Part D. Reproductive organs. Answer C. Heart. 41. The visceral peritoneum would cover which of the following organs? A. Heart. B. Intestine. C. Lungs. D. Spinal cord. Answer B. Intestines. 42. A sagittal section divides the body into which portions? A. Upper and lower. B. Right and left. C. Front and back. D. Proximal and distal. Answer B. Right and left. 43. A frontal section divides the body into which portions? A. Upper and lower. B. Right and left. C. Front and back. D. Cortex and medullary. Answer C. Front and back. 44. The term axilla refers to which body region? A. Anterior elbow. B. Armpit. C. Posterior knee. D. Groin. Answer B. Armpit. 45. Which of the following is not a major tissue type in the body? A. Cutaneous. B. Epithelial. C. Connective. D. Nervous. Answer A. Cutaneous. 46. The terms apple-shaped and pear-shaped typically describe subtypes of which major body type? A. Mesomorph. B. Ectomorph. C. Endomorph. D. Polymorph. Answer C. Endomorph. 47. An organ is one level of organization above which of the following? A. System. B. Cell. C. Organelle. D. Tissue. Answer D. Tissue. 48. Which of the following does not describe the anatomical position? A. Head pointing forward. B. Body standing erect. C. Arms extended from the shoulders, palms up. D. All of the above describe the body in the anatomical position. Answer C. Arms extended from the shoulders, palms up. 49. Which of the following would not be studied in gross anatomy? A. The location of the heart and chambers of the heart. B. Muscles of the arms and legs. C. The nucleus of the cell. D. All of the above would be studied. Answer C. The nucleus of the cell. 50. The parietal pleura covers the A. Lungs. B. Heart. C. Walls of the thoracic cavity. D. Both A and B are correct. Answer C. Walls of the thoracic cavity. 51. The hollow part of an organ or body structure is referred to as the blank of the organ. A. Cortical part. B. Lumen. C. Medullary part. D. Apical part. Answer B. Lumen. 52. The narrowest part of an organ or body structure is called the blank of the organ. A. Cortical part. B. Lumen. C. Medullary part. D. Apical part. Answer D. Apical part. 53. Which of the following is not a directional term of the body? A. Apical. B. Proximal. C. Superficial. D. Deep. Answer: D. Deep. Answer: A. Right hypochondriac, epigastric, and left hypochondriac. Answer: A. Have the patient stand up and place their arms at their sides, palms facing forward, with hands and feet facing forward. Answer: B. Heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. 58. If your reference point is farthest from the trunk of the body versus nearest to the trunk of the body, how does the knee relate to the ankle? A. Distal. B. Proximal. C. Superficial. D. Superior. Answer: B. Proximal. 59. The study of microscopic anatomy may involve A. Systemic anatomy. B. Cytology. C. Histology. D. Both B and C. Answer: D. Both B and C. 60. The structure known as the powerhouse of the cell is the A. Cytoplasm. B. Endoplasmic reticulum. C. Mitochondria. D. Golgi apparatus. Answer: C. Mitochondria. 61. How many primary tissue types are found in the human body? A. 4 bits 8 circa 11 D. 6. Answer: A. 4. 62. The mediastinum is located in the blank cavity. A. Dorsal. B. Abdominal. C. Ventral. D. Both B and C are correct. Answer: C. Ventral. 63. Another term for posterior is A. Ventral. B. Dorsal. C. Inferior. D. Proximal. Answer: B. Dorsal. 64. The term most nearly opposite of cortical is A. Peripheral. B. Apical. C. Medullary. D. Basal. Answer: C. Medullary. 65. Withdrawing from a painful stimulus is an example of A. Excretion. B. Growth. C. Responsiveness. D. Secretion. Answer: C. Responsiveness. 1. Of the 11 major body systems, which is the least involved in maintaining homeostasis? A. Circulatory. B. Endocrine. C. Lymphatic. D. Reproductive. Answer: D. Reproductive. 2. Homeostasis is best described as A. A constant state maintained by living and non-living organisms. B. A state of relative constancy. C. Adaptation to the external environment. D. Changes in body temperature. Answer: B. A state of relative constancy. 3. The normal reading or range of normal is referred to as the A. Sensor point. B. Set point. C. Effector point. D. Integrator point. Answer B. Setpoint. 4. Which of the following is not a basic component in a feedback control loop? A. Effector mechanism. B. Transmitter. C. Sensor. D. Integrating center. Answer B. Transmitter. 5. The body's thermostat is located in the A. Heart. B. Cerebellum. C. Pituitary. D. Hypothalamus. Answer D. Hypothalamus. 6. The contraction of the uterus during childbirth is an example of blank feedback. A. Negative. B. Positive. C. Inhibitory. D. Deviating. Answer B. Positive. 7. Negative feedback mechanisms. A. Minimize changes in blood glucose levels. B. Maintain homeostasis. C. Are responsible for an increased rate of sweating when air temperature is higher than body temperature. D. All of the above are correct. Answer D. All of the above are correct. 8. Pathogenesis can be defined as A. A specific disease. B. A group of diseases. C. The course of disease development. D. A subgroup of viruses. Answer C. The course of disease development. 9. Intracellular parasites that have DNA or RNA surrounded by a protein coat, and sometimes a lipoprotein envelope, are called A. Viruses. B. Bacteria. C. Fungi. D. Protozoa. Answer A. Viruses. 10. The term that literally means self-immunity is A. Autoimmunity. B. Homoimmunity. C. Passive immunity. D. Active immunity. Answer A. Autoimmunity. 11. Epidemiology is the study of the blank of diseases in human populations. A. Occurrence. B. Distribution. C. Transmission. D. All of the above are correct. Answer D. All of the above are correct. 12. Which of the following factors may increase the risk of developing a certain disease? A. Environment. B. Stress. C. Lifestyle. D. All of the above. Answer D. All of the above. 13. Negative feedback control systems. A. Oppose a change. B. Accelerate a change. C. Have no effect on the deviation from the set point. D. Establish a new set point. Answer A. Oppose a change. 14. Positive feedback control systems. A. Have no effect on the deviation from the set point. B. Accelerate a change. C. Ignore a change. D. Do not exist in human systems. Answer B. Accelerate a change. 15. Shivering to help raise your body temperature back to normal is an example of A. The body trying to maintain homeostasis. B. A positive feedback mechanism. C. A negative feedback mechanism. D. Both A and C. Answer D. Both A and C. 16. Which of the following is a protein substance, lacking DNA or RNA, and is believed to cause mad cow disease. A. Virus. B. Bacteria. C. Prion. D. Protozoan. Answer. C. Prion. 17. Which of the following pathogenic organisms is the most complex? A. Viruses. B. Tapeworms. C. Bacteria. D. Protozoa. Answer. B. Tapeworms. Answer. B. Oxytocin would reduce uterine contractions. 19. Intrinsic control. A. Typically involves the endocrine or nervous system. B. Functions at the cellular level. C. Is also known as autoregulation. D. Operates at the system or organism level. Answer. C. Is also known as autoregulation. 20. A regulated variable is one that is A. Not monitored. B. Constantly observed, allowing the body to adjust and stabilize any changes. C. Also referred to as a sense variable. D. Both B and C. Answer. D. Both B and C. 21. End-blank signal moves toward an integrating center or reference point, while end-blank signal moves away from it. A. Efferent. Afferent. B. Action. Reactive. C. Afferent. Efferent. D. Integrating. Non-integrating. Answer. C. Afferent. Efferent. Which of the following is classified as a trace element in the human body? A. Sulfur. B. Chlorine. C. Iron. D. Phosphorus. Answer. C. Iron. The type of element is determined by the number of A protons, B neutrons, C mesotrons, D electrons. Answer. A protons. Which of the following factors directly determines an atom's atomic mass? A. The count of protons and electrons. B. The count of neutrons and electrons. C. The total number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. D. The combined number of protons and neutrons. Answer. D. Protons and neutrons. Which of the following represents the number of electrons in the first shell of a carbon atom, which has an atomic number of 6? A. 2 bits. 4C. 6D. 8. Answer. A. 2. How many unpaired electrons are present in the outer shell of a carbon atom, given that its atomic number is 6? A. 2 bits. 3C. 4D. 5. Answer. C. 4. Which subatomic particle, carrying a negative charge, orbits around the nucleus? A. Orbital. B. Proton. C. Neutron. D. Electron. Answer. D. Electron. When atoms bond together, they can either gain, lose, or share which of the following? A. Electrons. B. Protons. C. Neutrons. D. Nuclei. Answer. A. Electrons. 8. How is an ionic bond formed? A. When multiple positive ions combine. B. When multiple negative ions combine. C. When a positive ion and a negative ion attract each other. D. Through the sharing of a pair of electrons. Answer. C. Explanation. An ionic bond forms when a positively charged ion and a negatively charged ion are attracted to each other due to their opposite charges. This attraction creates the bond between the two ions. 9. Which of the following is an example of an element? A. Nib, CO2 circa, C6H12O6D, H2O. Answer. Explanation. Na represents neon, which is a chemical element. The other options are compounds made up of two or more different elements. 10. An isotope of an element differs from other atoms of the same element in the number of blank it contains. A. Electrons, B. Protons, C. Neutrons, D. Both protons and neutrons. Answer. C. Explanation. Isotopes of an element have the same number of protons but differ in the number of neutrons. This variation in neutrons gives the isotope its distinct properties. 11. The study of metabolism includes examination of a catabolism, B. Anabolism, C. ATP requirements, D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 12. An example of a catabolic process is a hydrolysis, B. Dehydration synthesis, C. Formation of a peptide bond, D. Both B and C. A hydrolysis. 13. Which of the following elements is least likely to combine with another element? A. Hydrogen, B. Helium, C. Oxygen, D. Carbon. B. Helium. 14. The hydrogen isotope tritium consists of a 1 proton, B. 1 proton and 1 neutron, C. 2 protons and 1 neutron, D. 1 proton and 2 neutrons. A and S, D. D. 1 proton and 2 neutrons. 15. Which of the following bonds are the weakest? A. Ionic, B. Hydrogen, C. Electrovalent, D. Covalent, A and S, B. B. Hydrogen. 16. The type of reaction in which substances are combined to form more complex substances is called a blank reaction. A reversible B exchange, C synthesis, D decomposition. C synthesis. 17. The process of the digestion of food is an example of which type of reaction? A. Synthesis, B. Decomposition, C. Exchange, D. Reversible. B. Decomposition. 18. Substances that accept hydrogen ions are called acids. B. Bases, C. Buffers, D. Salts. B. Bases. 19. Acids A are proton donors. B. Taste sour. C. Release hydrogen ions in an aqueous solution. D. All of the above are true of acids. D. All of the above are true of acids. 20. A solution that contains a greater concentration of hydroxide ions than hydrogen ions is a blank solution. A. Acidic, B. Alkaline, C. Neutral, D. Not enough information is given to determine the character of the solution. B. Alkaline. 21. In the presence of a base, red litmus paper will A. Stay red, B. Turn blue, C. Turn green, D. Turn yellow. B. Turn blue. 22. The most abundant and important compound in the body is air, B. Water, C. Proteins, D. Nucleic acids. B. Water. 23. Approximately what percentage of the body weight of an adult is water? A. 40%, B. 50%, circa 60%, D. 70%. B. 50%. 24. AB plus CD equal AD plus CB is an example of a blank reaction. A. Synthesis, B. Exchange, C. Decomposition, D. Reversible. B. Exchange. 25. Which of the following represents properties of water? A. High specific heat, B. High heat of vaporization, C. Strong polarity, D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 26. The approximate pH of gastric fluid is A. 10, B. 8, circa 4, D. 2. D. 2. 27. The formation of sucrose involves the removal of a molecule of water. This is called a hydrolysis. B. Oxidation, C. Decomposition, D. Dehydration synthesis. D. Dehydration synthesis. 28. When water is the solvent for a mixture of two or more kinds of molecules, the blend is called a polar solution. B. Aqueous solution, C. Colloid solution, D. Hydration solution. B. Aqueous solution. 29. An example of a catabolic process is a hydrolysis. B. Dehydration synthesis, C. Formation of a peptide bond, D. Both B and C. A hydrolysis. 30. Which of the following is not one of the major elements present in the human body? A. Oxygen, B. Zinc, C. Carbon, D. Potassium. B. Zinc. 31. Which of the following is not a subatomic particle? A. Proton, B. Electron, C. Radon, D. Neutron. C. Radon. 32. The total number of electrons in a neutral atom equals the number of neutrons orbiting the atom. B. Protons plus the number of neutrons in its nucleus. C. Protons in its nucleus. D. Ions in its nucleus. C. Protons in its nucleus. 33. An atom can be described as chemically inert if its outermost electron shell contains blank electrons. A. 8 bits 9C2D. Both A and C are correct. 8. 34. Ionic bonds are chemical bonds formed by the A sharing of electrons between molecules. B donation of protons from one atom to another. C transfer of electrons from one atom to another. D acceptance of neutrons from one atom by another. C transfer of electrons from one atom to another. 35. Chemical bonds formed by the sharing of electrons are called ionic. B covalent. C hydrogen. D isotopic. B covalent. 36. The type of chemical reaction most likely to require energy is a blank reaction. As synthesis, B decomposition, C exchange, D. All of the above reactions are equally likely to require energy. As synthesis. 37. The elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen make up which percentage of the human body? A. 50%, B. 69%, circa 78%, D. 96%. D. 96%. 38. Which subatomic particles carry a charge? A. Protons and neutrons, B. Neutrons and electrons, C. Protons and electrons, D. Neutrons only. C. Protons and electrons. 39. The element oxygen has an atomic number of 8, which means it contains 4 protons and 4 neutrons. B 8 protons. C 8 neutrons. D 4 protons and 4 electrons. B 8 protons. 40. For sodium to transform from a neutral atom to a positive ion, it must gain an electron. B gain a proton. C lose an electron. D lose a proton. C lose an electron. 41. A molecule that is polar can form a hydrogen bond. B must be ionic. C has an unequal charge. D is both A and C. D is both A and C. 42. The reaction between hydrogen and oxygen needed to form water is an example of a hydrogen bond. B synthesis reaction. C decomposition reaction. D. None of the above is correct. B synthesis reaction. 43. Electrolytes are organic compounds. B called cations if they have a negative charge. C called cations if they have a positive charge. D both A and B. C called cations if they have a positive charge. 44. A weak acid dissociates very little in solution. B dissociates almost completely in solution. C will cause the pH of the solution to rise above 7. D does both B and C. And dissociates very little in solution. 45. Salts can form as the result of a chemical reaction between acids and bases. B are electrolytes. C will form crystals if the water is removed. D. All of the above are correct. D. All of the above are correct. 46. Hydrolysis blank a water molecule. A joins compounds by removing. B breaks down compounds by removing. C joins compounds by adding. D breaks down compounds by adding. D breaks down compounds by adding. 47. As the concentration of hydrogen ions increases, the A solution becomes more basic. B solution becomes more acidic. C pH rises. D. Both A and C are correct. B solution becomes more acidic. 48. As the concentration of hydroxide ions increases, the A solution becomes more basic. B solution becomes more acidic. C pH rises. D. Both A and C are correct. D. Both A and C are correct. 49. A magnesium atom has an atomic number of 12, an atomic mass of 25, and a +2 charge. This atom would contain blank protons, blank neutrons, and blank electrons. A. 12. 25. 2 bits 12. 13. 14 circa 12. 13. 10D. Not enough information is given to answer the question. Circa 12. 13. 10. B. Stability of the atom when there are 8 electrons in the outermost energy level. 51. The type of reaction most likely to release energy is a blank reaction. A. Synthesis. B. Decomposition. C. Exchange. D. All of the above reactions are equally likely to release energy. B. Decomposition. 52. Which of the following is not true of all isotopes of oxygen? A. They can all react with 2 hydrogen atoms to form water. B. They have the same number of protons. C. They have the same atomic mass. D. All of the above are true of isotopes of oxygen. C. They have the same atomic mass. 53. Hydrogen can form only when the hydrogen atom is covalently bonded to an oxygen atom. B. A nitrogen atom. C. A fluorine. D. Any of the above. D. Any of the above. 54. A strong acid holds on strongly to its hydrogen atoms, releasing very few in solution. B. Would cause a drop in the pH of a solution. C. Would cause a rise in the pH of a solution. D. Is both A and C. B. Would cause a drop in the pH of a solution. 55. If the pH of a person's blood is 7.4, it would be described as a strongly acidic. B. Neutral. C. Slightly acidic. D. Slightly alkaline. D. Slightly alkaline. 56. When sodium gives up an electron to chlorine, the result is the formation of a sodium ion with a positive charge. This happens because there is then one more blank than blank. A proton. Electron. B. Electron. Proton. C. Proton. Neutron. D. Electron. Neutron. A proton. Electron. C. The atom with 9 electrons would accept one of the electrons from the atom with 3 electrons. 58. The carbon-containing molecules formed by living things are often called buffers. B. Inorganic molecules. C. Organic molecules. D. Salts. C. Organic molecules. 59. The term that is used to describe all of the chemical reactions that occur in body cells is a catabolism. B. Metabolism. C. Synthesis. D. Anabolism. B. Metabolism. 60. When your body is building larger and more complex chemical molecules from smaller subunits, what is occurring? A. Anabolic reactions that expend energy. B. Anabolic reactions that require energy. C. Catabolic reactions that expend energy. D. Catabolic reactions that require energy. B. Anabolic reactions that require energy. 61. Which type of radiation consists of an electron that is released by the nucleus of an atom? A. Alpha. B. Beta. C. Delta. D. Gamma. B. Beta. 62. Which type of radiation consists of electromagnetic radiation, a form of light energy? A. Alpha. B. Beta. C. Delta. D. Gamma. D. Gamma. 63. Which type of radiation consists of 2 protons and 2 neutrons? A. Alpha. B. Beta. C. Delta. D. Gamma. A. Alpha. 64. A plus BAB is an example of a blank reaction. A decomposition B reversible C exchange D. Both A and B are correct. B reversible. B stability of the atom when there are 8 electrons in the outermost energy level. '66. The coat of water that forms around charged solutes is often called a dehydration shell. B hydration shell. C colloid. D aqueous solution. B hydration shell. 67. Particles slightly larger than molecules can become dispersed in water without settling out. This type of watery mixture is called a solvent. B solute. C colloid. D aqueous solution. C colloid. 68. The body can dissipate excess heat and maintain normal temperature by evaporation of water by the property of a transportation. B specific heat. C polarity. D heat of vaporization. D heat of vaporization. 69. Releases a hydrogen ion into a solution, which lowers the pH. A. Acid. B. Base. A. Acid. 70. Releases a hydroxide ion into solution, which raises the pH. A. Acid. B. Base. B. Base. 71. Turns red litmus paper blue. A. Acid. B. Base. B. Base. 72. Turns blue litmus paper red. A. Acid. B. Base. A. Acid. 73. Gastric fluid, approximately a 1.5 on the pH scale. A. Acid. B. Base. A. Acid. 74. Household ammonia, an 11 on the pH scale. A. Acid. B. Base. B. Base. 75. Taste sour A. Acid B. Base. A. Acid. 76. Tastes bitter A. Acid B. Base. B. Base. 1. Which of the following is not one of the major groups of organic substances in the human body? A. Proteins B. Salts C. Lipids D. Nucleic acids. B. Salts. 2. All of the following substances are organic except the lipids. B. Electrolytes. C. Carbohydrates. D. Proteins. B. Electrolytes. 3. The amino group in an amino acid is A. NH3+. B. COOC symbolized by the letter RD. SO2. A. NH3+. 4. Peptide bonds join together molecules of a glycerol. B. Glucose. C. Amino acids. D. Water. C. Amino acids. 5. Which lipid is part of vitamin D? A. Glycerol. B. Steroid. C. Prostaglandins. D. Fatty acids. B. Steroids. 6. The element that is present in all proteins but not in carbohydrates is a carbon. B. Hydrogen. C. Oxygen. D. Nitrogen. D. Nitrogen. 7. The formation of sucrose involves the removal of a molecule of water. This is called a hydrolysis. B. Oxidation. C. Decomposition. D. Dehydration synthesis. D. Dehydration synthesis. 8. Humans can synthesize 13 of 21 basic amino acids. The remaining 8, which must be included in the diet, are called enzymes. B. Essential amino acids. C. Structural proteins. D. Peptide bonds. B. Essential amino acids. 9. The basic building blocks of fats are monosaccharides. B. Disaccharides. C. Amino acids. D. Fatty acids and glycerol. D. Fatty acids and glycerol. 10. A structural lipid found in the cell membrane is a triglyceride. B. Phospholipid. C. Steroid. D. Both B and C are correct. D. Both B and C are correct. 11. DNA is a single strand of nucleotides. B. Contains the sugar ribose. C is a double helix strand of nucleotides. D. Transports amino acids during protein synthesis. C is a double helix strand of nucleotides. 12. The type of lipoprotein associated with bad cholesterol and the production of atherosclerotic changes in blood vessels is A. HDL. B. LDL. C. VHDL. D. None of the above. B. LDL. 13. The types of lipids found that form hormones, such as cortisone, estrogen, and testosterone are triglycerides. B. Phosphoglycerides. C. Steroids. D. Prostaglandins. C. Steroids. 14. Which of the following is not one of the three major ingredients of a DNA molecule? A. Sugar. B. Nitrogenous bases. C. Phosphate. D. Lipid. D. Lipid. 15. Proteins are composed of blank commonly occurring amino acids. A. 10 bits 18 circa 21 D. 22. Circa 21. 16. Amino acids frequently become joined by a peptide bonds. B. Catabolic reactions. C. Atrophic reactions. D. All of the above. A peptide bonds. 17. Unsaturated fats that contain all the hydrogen atoms they can hold. B. Contain only single bonds between carbon atoms. C. Are usually solids at room temperature. D. Will kink or bend because of the double bonds between the carbon atoms. D. Will kink or bend because of the double bonds between the carbon atoms. 18. Which lipid acts as a tissue hormone? A. Triglyceride. B. Prostaglandin. C. Steroid. D. Phospholipid. B. Prostaglandin. 19. The alpha helix is an example of which level of protein structure? A. Primary. B. Secondary. C. Tertiary. D. Quaternary. B. Secondary. 20. Which of the following is not true of RNA? A. It contains ribose sugar. B. It contains adenine. C. It is composed of smaller molecules called nucleotides. D. All of the above are true of RNA. D. All of the above are true of RNA. 21. Which of the following is not a major function of protein? A. Provides structure for the body. B. Acts as a catalyst for chemical reactions in the form of enzymes. C. Provides energy for the body. D. All of the above are functions of protein. C. Provides energy for the body. 22. Which level of protein structure refers to the number, kind, and sequence of amino acids? A. Primary. B. Secondary. C. Tertiary. D. Quaternary. A. Primary. 23. Which level of protein structure is one that contains several polypeptide chains? A. Primary. B. Secondary. C. Tertiary. D. Quaternary. D. Quaternary. 24. Which of the following is not true of both triglycerides and phospholipids? A. They both contain glycerol. B. They both contain fatty acids. C. They both contain a hydrophobic and hydrophilic end. D. All of the above are true of both triglycerides and phospholipids. C. They both contain a hydrophobic and hydrophilic end. 25. Prostaglandins and steroids share which of the following characteristics? A. Both are found in the cell membrane. B. Both have a ring structure in their molecule. C. Both have a saturated fat in their structure. D. None of the above are shared characteristics. B. Both have a ring structure in their molecule. 26. Which energy-releasing or energy-transferring molecule does not contain a nucleotide? A. FADB. Creatine phosphate C. NADD. ATP. B. Creatine phosphate. 27. If one side of a DNA molecule is CTGG-CTG, the other side would be A. CTGG-CTGB. GAG-C. QAG-D. GOG-GAG. B. GAG-GAG. 28. The term glycoprotein, a combination of two words, tells you that the compound is made of blank, with blank being the dominant component. A lipid and a protein. The lipid B carbohydrate and protein. Carbohydrate C a lipid and a protein. The protein D carbohydrate and protein. Protein. D carbohydrate and protein. Protein. 29. Which of the following is not true of carbohydrates? A. They include substances commonly called sugars. B. They are the body's primary source of energy. C. They are a part of both DNA and RNAD. All of the above are true of carbohydrates. D. All of the above are true of carbohydrates. 30. When two molecules of glucose are joined, they form which disaccharide? A. Sucrose. B. Maltose. C. Lactose. D. Fructose. B. Maltose. 31. A blank is a functional group that is temporarily unattached and is highly reactive because of unpaired electrons. A hydroxyl biphosphate C amine group D free radical. D free radical. 32. Sometimes referred to as animal starch, blank is the main polysaccharide in the body. As sucrose B maltose C glucose D glycogen. D glycogen. 33. What is the most important factor in determining the physical and chemical properties of fatty acids? A. Degree of saturation. B. Presence of glycerol. C. Available bonds of hydrocarbons. D. Polarity. A. Degree of saturation. 34. The roles played by proteins can be divided into which categories? A. Structural and functional. B. Chemical and functional. C. Structural and chemical. D. Dehydration, synthesis and hydrolysis. A. Structural and functional. 1. The fundamental organizational unit of life is the A atom. B cell. C gene. D. DNA molecule. B cell. 2. Which of the following recognize and destroy non-self cells? A. Gland cells. B. Immune cells. C. Nerve cells. D. Red blood cells. B. Immune cells. 3. Main cell structures include all of the following except organelles. B. Plasma membrane. C. Interstitial fluid. D. Cytoplasm. C. Interstitial fluid. 4. Which of the following is not a function of the plasma membrane? A. Self-identification. B. Receptor site for messages. C. Selective barrier. D. Control center of the cell. D. Control center of the cell. 5. The structure in cells that is associated with the enzymatic breakdown of foreign material is the A. Lysosome. B. Golgi apparatus. C. Ribosome. D. Centriole. A lysosome. 6. The major function of ribosomes is to synthesize A. proteins. B. Carbohydrates. C. Fats. D. Cholesterol. A. Proteins. 7. Which are the organelles that allow for the recycling of amino acids in the cell? A. Peroxisomes. B. Mitochondria. C. Ribosomes. D. Proteasomes. D. Proteasomes. 8. Which organelle processes and packages material to be secreted? A. Nucleolus. B. Ribosome. C. Mitochondrion. D. Golgi apparatus. D. Golgi apparatus. 9. Projections from the cell that move materials and mucus are called cilia. B. Flagella. C. Microvilli. D. Microtubules. Cilia. 10. Granules or threads within the nucleus are called microfilaments. B. Chromatin. C. Nucleotides. D. Microtubules. B. Chromatin. 11. Skin cells are held tightly together by a gap junctions. B. Desmosomes. C. Tight junctions. D. Adhesions. B. Desmosomes. 12. The inner membrane of what double membrane structure is contorted into folds called cristae? A. Golgi apparatus. B. Mitochondrion. C. Endoplasmic reticulum. D. Ribosome. B. Mitochondrion. 13. The cell extension that assists epithelial cells in absorption is called a cilia. B. Flagella. C. Microvilli. D. Desmosomes. C. Microvilli. 14. A specialized cell structure that propels the sperm is the A. Flagellum. B. Cilium. C. Microvillus. D. Microtubule. A flagellum. 15. DNA is a major constituent of which cell organelle? A. Lysosome. B. Ribosome. C. Chromosome. D. Nucleus. D. Nucleus. 16. An area of cytoplasm that coordinates the building and breaking of microtubules is called a cytoplasm. A. B. Mitochondria. C. Centrosome. D. Ribosomes. C. Centrosome. 17. The structure that separates the contents of a cell from the surrounding tissue is known as A. Golgi apparatus. B. Plasma membrane. C. Cytoplasm. D. Centrosome. B. Plasma membrane. 18. Which organelles consist of vesicles that have pinched off from the Golgi apparatus? A. Mitochondria. B. Cilia. C. Peroxisomes. D. Lysosomes. D. Lysosomes. 19. Tiny indentations of the plasma membrane that resemble caves are called mitochondria. B. Cavili. C. Cisternae. D. Vesicles. B. Cavili. 20. The blank is often called the microtubule organizing center. A centrosome. B. Cytoskeleton. C. Centriole. D. Ribosome. A centrosome. 21. Each of the following is an example of the plasma membrane function except a boundary. B. Self-identification. C. Receptor sites. D. Production of proteins. D. Production of proteins. 22. Which of the following is a functional characteristic of ribosomes? A. Manufacture of mRNA. B. Protein synthesis. C. DNA replication. D. Housing of DNA. B. Protein synthesis. 23. ATP production occurs within which organelle? A. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. B. Golgi apparatus. C. Flagellum. D. Mitochondrion. D. Mitochondrion. 24. Which organelle consists of separate tiny sacs called cisternae? A. Golgi apparatus. B. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. C. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. D. Mitochondria. A. Golgi apparatus. 25. In non-dividing cells, DNA appears as threads that are referred to as a chromatin. B. Chromosomes. C. Histones. D. None of the above. A chromatin. 26. The nucleolus is composed chiefly of mRNA, brRNA, ctRNA, D. DNA. brRNA. 27. The largest human cell, measuring about 150 meters, is a white blood cell. B. Female sex cell or ovum. C. Liver cell. D. Male sex cell or sperm. B. Female sex cell or ovum. 28. In the cell membrane, the hydrophilic part of the phospholipid molecule A faces the exterior of the cell. B. faces the interior of the cell. C. is in the center of the phospholipid bilayer. D. both A and B. D. both A and B. 29. In the cell membrane, the hydrophobic part of the phospholipid molecule A faces the exterior of the cell. B. faces the interior of the cell. C. is in the center of the phospholipid bilayer. D. both A and B. C. is in the center of the phospholipid bilayer. 30. The presence of which substance in the cell membrane keeps it from breaking too easily? A. Cholesterol. B. Protein. C. Phospholipids. D. Glycoproteins. A. Cholesterol. 31. The identification function of the cell membrane is carried out by the A. cholesterol molecules, B. phospholipid molecules, C. glycoprotein molecules, D. channel proteins. C. Glycoprotein molecules. D. All of these are functions of rafts. 33. Which of the following is not a function of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum? A. Provides a site for ribosome attachment. B. Supplies membrane for use throughout the cell. C. Makes steroid hormones. D. Makes glycoproteins. A. Provides a site for ribosome attachment. 34. Which of the following is not true about ribosomes? A. Contain protein. B. Composed of a large unit and a small unit. C. Surrounded by a membrane structure. D. Contain RNA. C. Surrounded by a membrane structure. 35. The membranous structure containing substances that protect the cell from harm are ribosomes. B. Lysosomes. C. Peroxisomes. D. Both B and C. D. Both B and C. 36. Which of the following statements does not describe the nucleolus? A. It is found in the nucleus. B. It has a membrane similar to the nucleus. C. It is made of nucleic acids. D. All of the above are true about the nucleolus. D. All of the above are true about the nucleolus. 37. A list of the cell fibers from largest to smallest would read: microtubules, intermediate filaments, microfilaments. B. Microtubules, microfilaments, intermediate filaments. C. Microfilaments, intermediate filaments, microtubules. D. Microfilaments, microtubules, intermediate filaments. A. Microtubules, intermediate filaments, microfilaments. 38. The cell extension that contains microfilaments is called microvilli. B. Flagella. C. Cilia. D. All cell extensions contain microfilaments. A. Microvilli. 39. Which of the following organelles is considered a membranous organelle? A. Lysosome. B. Ribosome. C. Nucleolus. D. Both A and B. A. Lysosome. 40. Which of the following organelles is considered a non-membranous organelle? A. Golgi apparatus. B. Ribosome. C. Mitochondria. D. Both A and B. B. Ribosome. 41. The barrier function of the plasma membrane is accomplished by the A. receptor proteins, B. glycoproteins, C. rafts in the cell membrane, D. phospholipid bilayer. D. phospholipid bilayer. 42. Which structures in the cell membrane are a stiff grouping of membrane molecules that are rich in cholesterol? A. Glycoproteins. B. Rafts. C. Phospholipids. D. Receptor proteins. B. Rafts. 43. Which of the following is not true of the rough endoplasmic reticulum? A. It makes lipids and carbohydrates. B. It is made of broad, flattened sacs. C. It has many ribosomes attached to it. D. All of the above are true of rough endoplasmic reticulum. A. It makes lipids and carbohydrates. 44. The enzyme catalase is an important chemical in the functioning of the A mitochondria, B proteasomes, C peroxisomes, D lysosomes, C peroxisomes. 45. Which of the following structures contains DNA? A. Nucleus. B. Mitochondria. C. Ribosome. D. Both A and B. D. Both A and B. 46. Damage to the centrosome and centrioles in a cell would have the greatest impact on which cell function? A. Energy production. B. Protein synthesis. C. Cell division. D. Synthesis of lipids and carbohydrates. C. Cell division. 47. Which cell extension lacks a central pair of microtubules, is not found in blood cells, and functions in the kidney to monitor urine flow? A. Microvilli. B. Primary cilium. C. Cilia. D. Flagella. B. Primary cilium. 48. Which of the following is not a function of the integral membrane proteins? A. Acting as receptors. B. Signal transduction. C. Identification of self. D. All of the above are functions of the integral membrane proteins. D. All of the above are functions of the integral membrane proteins. D. All of the above are structures or functions of proteasomes. 50. Which cell fiber serves as part of our cellular muscles? A. Centrosome. B. Microfilament. C. Microtubule. D. Intermediate filament. B. Microfilament. 51. Which fiber is the smallest of the cell fibers? A. Centrosome. B. Microfilament. C. Microtubule. D. Intermediate filament. B. Microfilament. 52. Which cell fiber is made of twisted strands of protein? A. Centrosomes. B. Microfilament. C. Microtubule. D. Intermediate filament. D. Intermediate filament. 53. Which type of cell connection joins heart muscle cells? A. Tight junction. B. Desmosome. C. Macrofilament. D. Gap junction. D. Gap junction. 54. Which type of cell connection acts like a spot weld to hold cells together? A. Tight junction. B. Desmosome. C. Macrofilament. D. Gap junction. B. Desmosome. 'A. Molecular motors pull them along the microtubules and microfilaments of the cytoskeleton. 56. Lysosomes perform autophagy. This means that they are the protein-destroying organelle in the cell. B. Break down proteins and cytoplasm that are not needed by self-eating. C. Synthesize ATP. D. Provide an internal supporting framework. B. Break down proteins and cytoplasm that are not needed by self-eating. 1. Diffusion of particles through a membrane by means of a carrier molecule is called aponocytosis. B. Osmosis. C. Facilitated diffusion. D. Dialysis. C. Facilitated diffusion. 2. Diffusion requires a semi-permeable membrane. B. A concentration gradient. C. Ions. D. None of the above. B. A concentration gradient. 3. All of the following are examples of passive transport except filtration. B. Osmosis. C. Endocytosis. D. Dialysis. C. Endocytosis. 4. A saline solution that contains a higher concentration of salt than a red blood cell would be isotonic. B. Hypotonic. C. Hypertonic. D. Hydrostatic. C. Hypertonic. 5. Materials can be moved from a low concentration to a high concentration through a facilitated diffusion. B. Filtration. C. Osmosis. D. Active transport. D. Active transport. 6. Which of the following is not true of diffusion? A. Uses cellular energy. B. Can occur in living and non-living cells. C. May occur both into and out of the cell. D. Energy source is cellular. A. Uses cellular energy. 7. A membrane carrier structure attracts the solute to a binding site, changes shape, and releases the solute on the other side of the cell membrane. This describes the process of endocytosis. B. The sodium and potassium pump. C. Channel-mediated transport. D. Carrier-mediated transport. D. Carrier-mediated transport. 8. The physical process by which water and solute move through a membrane when a hydrostatic pressure gradient exists across the membrane is the process of a dialysis. B. Osmosis. C. Diffusion. D. Filtration. D. Filtration. 9. Which is not true about the sodium and potassium pump? A. It uses cellular energy. B. Sodium moves into the cell and potassium moves out of the cell. C. A carrier system is used. D. It can move substances against their concentration gradient. B. Sodium moves into the cell and potassium moves out of the cell. 10. Which is true about the sodium and potassium pump? A. 2 sodium ions are taken into the cell. B. 3 sodium ions are taken out of the cell. C. 3 potassium ions are taken into the cell. D. 2 potassium ions are taken out of the cell. C. 3 potassium ions are taken into the cell. D. An even exchange of material across the membrane. 12. Phagocytosis is an example of a exocytosis. B. Endocytosis. C. Passive transport. D. Facilitated diffusion. B. Endocytosis. 13. Water will move through the cell membrane by dialysis. B. Pumps. C. Facilitated diffusion. D. Osmosis. D. Osmosis. 14. Nausea would move through the cell membrane in which direction? A. Both into and out of the cell. B. Into the cell. C. Out of the cell. D. Neither into nor out of the cell. A. Both into and out of the cell. 15. The small water channels in the cell membrane are called phospholipid molecules. B. Transport pumps. C. Aquaporins. D. Transport vesicles. C. Aquaporins. 16. If a cell were placed in a hypotonic solution, there would be a net gain of water into the cell. B. There would be a net loss of water out of the cell. C. No water would move into or out of the cell. D. Water would move into and out of the cell in equal amounts. And there would be a net gain of water into the cell. 17. If a cell were placed in a hypertonic solution, there would be a net gain of water into the cell. B. There would be a net loss of water out of the cell. C. No water would move into or out of the cell. D. Water would move into and out of the cell in equal amounts. B. There would be a net loss of water out of the cell. 18. The blank pressure of a solution is the pressure that prevents the movement of water by osmosis from pure water into the solution. A. Osmotic. B. Potential. C. Ionic. D. Actual. A. Osmotic. 19. Which of the following is not a passive transport process? A. Dialysis. B. Osmosis. C. Filtration. D. Phagocytosis. D. Phagocytosis. 20. Diffusion of water through a selectively permeable membrane in the presence of at least one impermeable solute is referred to as a diffusion. B. Osmosis. C. Phagocytosis. D. Pinocytosis. B. Osmosis. 21. The engulfing of microbes by white blood cells is an example of a pinocytosis. B. Exocytosis. C. Phagocytosis. D. Cell drinking. C. Phagocytosis. 22. A hypertonic solution contains blank concentration of solute blank. A cell A greater than B the same as C a lesser than D. None of the above is correct. A greater than. 23. The force of a fluid pushing against a surface could be described as blank pressure. A. Facilitated. B. Hydrostatic. C. Hypostatic. D. Diffused. B. Hydrostatic. D. Both A and B would occur. 25. The proteins in the cell membrane that can open and close are called enzymes. B. Gated channel proteins. C. Glycoproteins. D. Both A and B. B. Gated channel proteins. 26. Hydrostatic pressure in the blood is generated by the contraction of the heart. B. Generated by gravity. C. Important to the functioning of the kidney. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 27. Gated channels in the cell membrane can be opened by electrical changes or voltage. B. Chemicals. C. Light. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 28. After phagocytosis occurs, enzymes from which organelle can digest what is in the vesicle? A. Lysosome. B. Golgi apparatus. C. Mitochondria. D. Cytoskeleton. A. Lysosome. 29. The location at which the enzyme molecule binds to the substance it acts on is called the A substrate. B. Coenzyme. C. Active site. D. Cofactor. C. Active site. 30. Which of the following is not true of glycolysis? A. It occurs in the cytoplasm. B. It does not require oxygen. C. The energy is transferred to NADHD. It is able to get almost all of the energy out of the glucose molecule. D. It is able to get almost all of the energy out of the glucose molecule. 31. In aerobic respiration, the function of oxygen is to combine with the pyruvate in glycolysis. B. NADH in the citric acid cycle. C. Electrons and hydrogen at the end of the electron transport system. D. Lactate in glycolysis. C. Electrons and hydrogen at the end of the electron transport system. 32. Which of the following is not true of enzymes? A. They increase the activation of a reaction. B. They are unchanged by the chemical reaction. C. They frequently require a cofactor or coenzyme to function. D. All of the above are true of enzymes. A. They increase the activation of a reaction. 33. A molecule or other agent that alters enzyme function by changing the enzyme's shape is called a cofactor. B. Coenzyme. C. Allosteric effector. D. Proenzyme. C. Allosteric effector. 34. Which of the following is not true of the citric acid cycle? A. Occurs in the mitochondria. B. Directly releases 36 ATPs of energy. C. Has acetyl-CoA as a starting product. D. All of the above are true of the citric acid cycle. B. Directly releases 36 ATPs of energy. 35. Digestive enzymes belong to which group? A. Hydrases. B. Phosphorylating enzymes. C. Hydrolases. D. Isomerases. C. Hydrolases. 36. Which enzymes rearrange atoms within a molecule? A. Hydrases. B. Phosphorylating enzymes. C. Oxidation reduction enzymes. D. Isomerases. D. Isomerases. 37. Which factor can have an effect on the functioning of an enzyme? A. Temperature. B. pH. C. An increase in the amount of end product produced by a reaction. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. 'A. The vesicles containing the protein were formed by the rough endoplasmic reticulum. 39. Which of the following is true of catabolic pathways? A. They turn larger molecules into smaller ones. B. They turn smaller molecules into larger ones. C. They require energy from the cell. D. Both B and C are true. A. They turn larger molecules into smaller ones. 40. Which of the following is true of anabolic pathways? A. They turn larger molecules into smaller ones. B. They turn smaller molecules into larger ones. C. They require energy from the cell. D. Both B and C are true. D. Both B and C are true. 41. There are 3 different types of passive transporters, or porters, in membranes. Which one moves 2 different types of ions or molecules in opposite directions at the same time? A. Uniporter. B. Symporter. C. Antiporter. D. Cotransport. C. Antiporter. 1. The pairing of bases of a strand of DNA is obligatory. If a strand of DNA were composed of the base sequence of ATCG, what would be the obligatory sequence of its opposing base pairs? A. TAGCB, CGATC, GCTAD, ATCG. A. TAGC. 2. Which of the following is not true of RNA? A. It is a single strand. B. It contains uracil rather than thymine. C. The obligatory base pairs are adenine and uracil, and guanine and cytosine. D. It contains deoxyribose sugar. D. It contains deoxyribose sugar. 3. The correct order of the phases of mitosis is anaphase, telophase, metaphase, prophase. B. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. C. Prophase, anaphase, metaphase, telophase. D. Anaphase, metaphase, prophase, telophase. B. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. 4. When the chromosomes align themselves across the equator of the spindle fibers, it is characteristic of which phase of mitosis? A. Prophase. B. Anaphase. C. Metaphase. D. Telophase. C. Metaphase. 5. During which stage of mitosis do the centrioles move to the opposite poles of the cell? A. Prophase. B. Metaphase. C. Anaphase. D. Telophase. A. Prophase. 6. Extensive weight training causes the muscle cells to atrophy. B. Hypertrophy. C. Undergo hyperplasia. D. Undergo anaplasia. B. Hypertrophy. 7. A DNA molecule is characterized by all of the following except a double helix shape. B. Obligatory base pairing. C. Ribose sugar. D. Phosphate groups. C. Ribose sugar. 8. All of the following occur as a result of meiosis except a chromosome number remains at 46. B. Primitive sex cells become mature gametes. C. The cells become haploid. D. Meiosis occurs in 2 steps. A chromosome number remains at 46. 9. A sequence of 3 bases forms a codon. B. Anticodon. C. Amino acid. D. Polypeptide bond. A codon. 10. Transcription can be best described as the A. Degradation of tRNA. B. Reading of mRNA codons by tRNA. C. Replication of DNA. D. Synthesis of mRNA. D. Synthesis of mRNA. 11. Which of the following statements is true? A. Amino acid chains form DNA. B. The site of transcription is within the nucleus, whereas the site of translation is in the cytoplasm. C. Uracil is present in DNA in place of thymine. D. None of the above is true. B. The site of transcription is within the nucleus, whereas the site of translation is in the cytoplasm. 12. An individual's entire set of DNA can be referred to as a chromosome. B. Chromatid. C. Genome. D. Cytokinesis. C. Genome. 13. 23 chromosomes per cell in humans is referred to as a haploid. B. Diploid. C. Meioid. D. Dioid. A haploid. 14. Which of the following terms is synonymous with tumor? A. Anaplasia. B. Hyperplasia. C. Neoplasm. D. Benign. C. Neoplasm. 15. If a sequence of nitrogen bases in nucleic acid were AUCGA, which of the following would be true about the nucleic acid? A. It contains deoxyribose sugar. B. It could be found only in the nucleus. C. It contains ribose sugar. D. Both A and B are true. C. It contains ribose sugar. 16. The G1 and G2 phases of cell growth are separated by anaphase. B. The S phase. C. Telophase. D. Both A and C. B. The S phase. 17. DNA replication occurs during a prophase. B. Telophase. C. Metaphase. D. None of the above. D. None of the above. 18. If a species of animal had 16 pairs of chromosomes in its normal body cells, its gametes would contain blank chromosomes. A. 16 bits 8 circa 32D. None of the above is correct. B. 8. 19. In protein synthesis, some segments of the RNA transcript represent non-coding parts of the DNA. These are called exons. B. Codons. C. Introns. D. Spliceosomes. C. Introns. 20. The membranous organelle in the cytoplasm that is able to replicate itself is the A. Golgi apparatus. B. Mitochondrion. C. Lysosome. D. Ribosome. B. Mitochondrion. 21. Which of the following is not a phase of mitosis? A. Prophase. B. Metaphase. C. Anaphase. D. Interphase. D. Interphase. 22. The end product of the process of transcription is a mRNA molecule. B. tRNA molecule. C. Protein. D. New DNA molecule. A mRNA molecule. 23. The end product of the process of translation is a mRNA molecule. B. tRNA molecule. C. Protein. D. New DNA molecule. C. Protein. 24. If the original DNA code was ACG, the mRNA that would be formed would be A, UCGB, AGCC, UGCD. Not enough information is given to answer the question. C, UGC. 25. If the original DNA code was ACG, the tRNA that would transfer the correct amino acid would have which sequence of nucleotides? A, UCGB, ACGC, UGCD. Not enough information is given to answer the question. B, ACG. 26. Interphase does not include which of the following? A, M phase B, G1 phase C, G2 phase D, S phase. A, M phase. 27. In the DNA molecule, obligatory base pairing always pairs A, AGB, CTC, ATD both A and B. C, AT. 28. In humans, one gene consists of about how many nucleotide pairs? A, 10,000 bits 1000 circa 100D, 50. B, 1000. 29. Which is capable of properly refolding an improperly refolded protein molecule? A, proteasome B, proteome C, chaperone D, polyribosome. C, chaperone. 30. Which is capable of destroying improperly folded proteins that could possibly harm the cell? A, proteasome B, proteome C, chaperone D, polyribosome. A, proteasome. 31. Which is the complete set of proteins that can be produced by the cell? A, proteasome B, proteome C, chaperone D, polyribosome. B, proteome. 32. The structure that holds two newly replicated DNA strands together is the A centromere, B telomere, C spindle, D chromatid. A centromere. 33. Intron segments are removed by a process involving small nuclear structures called the proteasomes, B spliceosomes, C telomeres, D exons. B spliceosomes. Answer B. Studying the structure of the human body through dissection and other techniques. Answer